Dr. Moody, Principal Blake, distinguished guests, faculty, parents, and friends, thank you all for helping the class of 2011 successfully complete our Rock Hill climb to graduation. And before I begin, I've prepared something to ask my classmates. Hello. How about that walk-in? Guess that's why they call it graduation. Ha ha ha. I'll let you ponder that for a moment as I speak seriously. So 3 years ago, I was sitting right up there watching my older brother give this same speech. And two thoughts ran through my head. The first was, man, I really want one of those hats. The second was, what would I actually say if I had the opportunity to stand in front of my entire class and give a speech? And 3 years later, I still had no idea. So this week I went frantically searching for inspiration, and obviously I went to the one place where the world's greatest minds could converse about the great perplexities of life. Facebook. And surprisingly, the only advice I really got was that I should include a bunch of pop culture references. But then I started going back through all of my pictures, and I went through all 493 of them. And I realized how far we've all really come. I saw how much we've grown and that we've matured. And I remembered all the problems and successes that we experienced and how we learned and grew from them right up until we left campus. And some of these experiences were small mistakes or victories, while others were metaphorical giants. And in the decades since we entered middle school, we witnessed giant successes and difficulties, not only in our everyday lives, but in our world. Just turn on the TV and you can see all the political and social and financial crisis that our world currently faces and that we too will soon have to face as we enter this world after high school. But we need not fear. Instead, we must do as 2 Thessalonians 3:13 says, and we must never tire of doing what is right. We must use our God-given talents and gifts to confront the giants that we will undoubtedly face. In fact, one of my favorite movie characters, Rocky Balboa, puts it like this: this world ain't full of sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you just gotta keep fighting. But I've been working on my Rocky impersonation, so it might sound a little more like this. Hey, you know, this world ain't full of sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you just gotta keep fighting, you know what I'm saying? And we will fight. For as this world continues to change and present new challenges, we must always be prepared to improvise, adapt, and overcome, as my history teacher would say. But we are not alone in our fight. The great physicist Isaac Newton said, "If I have been able to see farther than others, it is only because I have stood on the shoulders of giants." And tonight, we too must thank those who have been positive giants in our life, like our teachers and our counselors and our parents and friends. For with them, we have conquered the giant that was high school. So if you take nothing else from this speech, just remember that you always have people who love you to help you through your struggles. You don't have to be a one-man wolf pack. Thanks and have fun, class of 1-1.